welcome to the Heritage Gate Sports Center for tonight's contest between the IPFW Lady Dons and the visiting Lewis University Flyers. I'm Eric Agnew sitting in with Steve Brelsford for tonight's contest. They're going to the starting lineups right now for Lewis, now for IPFW. IPFW comes in tonight 15-10 and 8-8 in the conference. Lewis 5-11 in the conference, 12-13 overall. Steve, what do you think of these Lady Dons so far?
Well, they're trying to put a positive finish to a season that started out really good. And
but Japanese Prime Minister Hosokawa was the only foreign leader.
Road games last week. They started out the season 13-3, but they've gone 2-7 since. And they're facing a team tonight in Lewis that's also struggling, and they're shaking up their starting lineup. They've got some players that haven't seen much playing time in the starting lineup tonight. And see the Lady Dons being introduced.
Lady Don starters are as they've been most of the season. Pam Edwards, Jenny Newhard, Lindy Jones, Dawn Dressler, and Wendy Recker. Lindy Jones leads the Lady Dons with a 17-point average, followed by Jenny Newhard with around 12 points a game. Pam Edwards at 11.
And for Lewis, Bonnie Richrath and Julie Giles, two of their leading scorers, are starting, but they're also starting three other players who total about 10 points a game. Heather Podgorski at center, Nancy Seamers at guard, and Heather Compton at guard. One senior, a sophomore, and a freshman in that bunch, but they haven't seen that much playing time this year, or at least haven't been that productive. So perhaps the Lewis coach shaking up the lineup tonight in these last couple games of the regular season.
Maybe making the lineup a little bigger. Heather Podgorski a little taller than Brenda Wesgrenzer. Wesgrenzen.
Well, she's not in there, so we don't have to say her name.
Yeah, Heather Podgorski 6'1", the senior, going in maybe a little more experience against the bigger Dons. Podgorski jump it up, center Jenny Newhard, as we'll get underway with the first contest tonight. And IPFW gets the tip. Wendy Recker try to set it up out top. Pam Edwards, fifth-year senior, out of Jeff. Dressler drives baseline and got the first shot of the game. Good move by Don Dressler on the baseline.
And got the friendly rim there.
Lewis tried to go inside to Podgorski, knocked away by Edwards. Jump ball to be Lewis ball.
Having trouble.
Get it inbounds. The three-pointer put up by Bonnie Richrath. No good. Dressler comes down with the board.
Lewis shoots a lot of threes and hits 41% on the season, so that's big part of their offense.
Turnaround jumper by Newhard, no good. The board pulled down by Julie Giles. If they shoot a lot of threes, that might be bad for Coach Kleinfelter's team. IPFW doesn't shoot that many as Giles gets her first basket of the game. IPFW doesn't put up many three-pointers.
That's exactly right. Lady Dons prefer to take the ball inside and go to the free throw line.
Pam Edwards a drive into the lane, put up the shot, got fouled. She'll go to the line for two.
And that foul is on
Heather Compton.
Pam a 67% free throw shooter this year, averaging now 10.2 points a game. And her first point of the evening.
Fifth-year senior out of Jeffersonville, coming off some Achilles tendon surgery, having a pretty decent year. After the surgery, missed the second one. Inside to Podgorski, good pass, and she got two. Wendy Recker, the freshman, she'll take it into the lane. Look for Newhard. Double teamed, went up with it. Edwards got the rebound and couldn't get it to go. Lewis ball. Pam Edwards got a good rebound and didn't have the strength to get it back up there, it seemed.
The Seamers with the ball. Sophomore guard.
Nice shot inside by Heather Compton was missed. Rebound by Newhart. Flyers with the early 4-3 lead here, only 2 minutes in. Dressler go and got it to go. Nice move by Dawn Dressler for her second basket. Giles looking inside of Podgorski. He doesn't have anything. Good defense applied by the Lady Dons. Podgorski puts up an air ball.
Let's start the air ball chant next time down.
The sellout crowd might try to start it up. Good move by Edwards inside. Got the roll. Pam Edwards with 3. IPFW with a 7-4 lead. Good defense by Jenny Newhart. You got the steal, but she stepped on the line out of bounds.
Good hustling play.
I just looked down, Steve. Lewis University with only 2 players on the bench.
They must not have brought everybody. They have a small roster as it is.
Not a big squad tonight. The tip away by Wendy Recker. Giles got it back. Throws it out top. Podgorski at the free throw line. Back inside to Compton. She missed it. And going to have a foul on Podgorski, I believe.
Her first. Lady Dons have it out of bounds. Small bench could explain why some of the regular starters aren't in the lineup. Perhaps for some reason they're being disciplined or injured and couldn't make the trip tonight.
They've only got 9 on their roster. They brought 7 tonight. As I look down, I see Joy King on the bench. She was marked as a starter. Pam Edwards inside. Lindy Jones got called for some steps. Lindy Jones coming off a pretty good weekend last weekend. Scored 33 in one game. Shot put up by Richrath. Can't get the roll. Knocked out of bounds. It'll be Flyers ball. Podgorski from the free throw line. Another air ball. I think we could start that chant now. Her second air ball of the night.
May have glazed the paint on the rim.
I don't know if she's 2 for 2 or 0 for 2. 2 for 2 on air balls. IPFW ball. Wendy Recker drives down the steal by Seamers. She'll give it to Giles. Stolen back by Recker. Good defense and saved by Lindy Jones.
Great hustle there on the freshman's part.
She lost the ball, got right back, and got a steal for herself. Lindy Jones hadn't taken a shot yet. She'll go to Newhart. She'll take it and got the bank shot to go. Jenny Newhart, her first basket of the game. Timeout, Lewis University. 9-4 lead here with 15:30 left in the first half. IPFW leads. Getting off to a good start, going inside, getting some baskets and some fouls.
Plus they have the luxury of a bench tonight. The Lewis team facing tonight what happened to IPFW last year a lot when the Lady Dons had a small bench with Pam Edwards being out injured and some inexperience on the roster. So the Lady Dons, a big roster this season, and it may come into play tonight with the 2 available subs for the Lewis University Flyers.
Kleinfelter does carry a big bench. I don't know as far as quality as it is quantity. A lot of freshmen, some inexperience on the bench, but they've got the numbers to play 2 or 3 games here tonight. They could foul out quite a few people. Lewis, if they lose 1 or 2 tonight, and they're down to just 5.
Could be that classic 5-on-4 game that crops up every once in a while.
Some have a little Hoosiers here. If anyone remembers the great movie Hoosiers, where one of the players fouled out and they played with 4. May not have that problem tonight, though. 2 fouls so far on Lewis, none for IPFW. Back to action, Lewis ball.
pace of the game a little slow as far as scoring.
Good pump
Nice
fake and a block by Pam Edwards. Giles got it right back and threw it away. Good block by Pam Edwards.
Pass intended for Podgorski.
Not a lot of jumping ability there, but Pam's got great timing. She'll tell you herself she can't jump very well since surgery, but
she was an outstanding rebounder before the injury.
Into Newhart again. She's hot so far. 2 for 2. They're going to Newhart and Edwards inside. 11-4 lead.
I think Jenny can rack up a big point total tonight, the way she's getting positioned down low.
Doesn't look like much defense being played inside by Lewis. And as soon as I say that, not much defense played by IPFW as Bonnie Richrath has a wide open lane to the basket.
Her first 2 points of the night.
Press broken by IPFW and then thrown away. Giles with another steal. She'll go all the way. And the foul by Wendy Recker.
Good foul there. Should make her earn it from the free throw line.
Giles will go to the line, shoot 2. Wendy Recker's first foul, the team's first.
Giles, a 65% free throw shooter. Nails that one. It's her third.
Senior from Melrose Park, Illinois. Got them both. Nice looking stroke on the free throw.
This kind of defense by the Lewis is really going to wear them out by the end of the ball game. They hope to play this the whole night.
Newhart threw it away, but it went right into the hands of Wendy Recker, and she got fouled on the way up with it. Fouls on 42. Bonnie Richrath, her first. I think you're right, Steve. If Lewis wants to press the whole game with only 7 players tonight, it would pretty much wear them down, which could be good for IPFW.
Recker, a 61% shooter.
Wendy Recker, not a big scorer as a freshman, but probably one of our better three-point shooters. As her and Lindy Jones are the only 2 on the team, I believe, anyway. And Pam Edwards with a big offensive rebound after the Recker miss on the free throw. Jones yet to take a shot, and as soon as she does, it's blocked. Good defense that time by Julie Giles.
Lindy, the Lady Dons leading scorer, 16.5 a game. I'm sure that she's the focus of the Lewis defense tonight. She's had trouble actually getting the ball.
Lindy, only a sophomore. Pam Edwards gets it in bounds. Nice left hand, a little strong. Gets her own rebound, though, and they called a jump ball. Not sure I agree with that call.
Quick whistle, but it's the Lady Dons ball. And we got a sub for the Lady Dons.
First
Teresa
sub of the game.
Schreiber in the ball game. Dawn Dressler will take a rest.
Back into Newhart. And she's 3 for 3. Jenny Newhart, 3 for 3 on the inside so far, 6 points. 14-8 lead with 13 and a half left in the first half. Giles will drive the lane. Good ball movement here by Lewis. Pump fake.
Nice block from behind.
Compton put up the shot, blocked by Newhart. Recker take it coast to coast. Good move, got it to go. Wendy Recker, first 2. Correction, her third of the game, sorry. Good block by Jenny Newhart. They go inside.
Schreiber got a piece of that. And also got a piece of the arm.
Shriver's first foul. Richrath will go to the line and shoot 2.
She's an 81% free throw shooter. Their leading scorer at 17 points a game for the Lewis Flyers. And she misses.
Doesn't show the 81% that time.
I've been trying to jinx them tonight. Finally worked.
Got the second one to go. Shriver try to bring it up.
Dangerous pass.
Lewis still with the press on after made baskets and free throws. Record drives and stolen away again. Good defense once again by Seamers. Seamers and Giles seem to be giving IPFW guards some trouble.
They're very quick.
Richrath into the lane. Seamers right back down the lane, got the foul and almost got it to go. I believe the foul might be on Michelle Conley, who just entered the game. It is. Michelle Conley suffered a broken nose in one of the last games last weekend. She's got a protective mask over her face right now, trying to protect that nose.
She had it off during warm-ups a little bit. She's got quite a shiner under one eye.
I'm sure she's trying to adjust. Seamer's got the first one to go. And a timeout. Timeout IPFW. They lead 16-10 with 12:42 left here in the first.
The College Cable Access Program Guide provides information about our programming, including IPFW Sports Telecast. To receive your free Channel 6 program guide, send your name, address, and zip code to Channel 6 at IPFW, 2101 Coliseum Boulevard East, Fort Wayne, Indiana, 46805. Or you can call at 481-6000. (16-10) Lady Dons lead at the 12:42 mark. Usually a long time out here. Scoring leaders so far, Jenny Newhart 6 points. Dawn Dressler's got 4. Wendy Wecker 3. Pam Edwards has 3 points. For Lewis so far, 3 from Bonnie Richrath, 4 from Julie Giles, and a pair of points from Heather Podgorski and Nancy Seamers. As she has one more free throw attempt coming.
Seamers over their second, and she got them both. Cuts the lead to 5. IPFW have trouble getting in. Some more press here by Lewis. Recker gets it across the line, and Jones will try to set up the offense. Good move by Pam Edwards, and she got the basket. 5 points for Pam Edwards. And steps called at the other end on Giles. Some more substitutions in the game. Barb Derry for IPFW. Jenny Newhart and Dawn Dresser check back in. For Lewis, Audra Ross to check in for the first time, replacing Heather Compton. And even after the missed, or correction, after the turnover, Lewis with the press on again. Barb Derry, good ball handler. She'll bring it up. Lost something out of her hair. Shriver brings it across the line, though. And they'll set up the offense. Barb Derry, another freshman for Eileen Kleinfelter's club. Conley got to be hard to adjust to that face mask she's got on there.
I think she was toying with not wearing it.
The Lady Dons had no idea how much time was on the shot clock. It ran out, but Newhart got the steal.
And then she'll turn it over. Oh, now they're calling it a Lady Don ball.
I think they might overrule the call here and say it was off the Lady Dons.
Richrath can't believe it.
And they will.
This is their ball.
Well, the shot clock ran down. Lewis made the steal. Jenny Newhart got it right back, then threw it away. 2 turnovers in a row there, so it's Lewis ball, 18-11 lead for IPFW. They go inside and don't get the roll for Audra Ross. A rebound put back up by Rich Rath, but another block by Jenny Newhart.
cheap foul out away from the basket there. Giles picks up one.
Interesting to see Coach Kleinfelter go with Barb Derry, the freshman. First point guard off the bench instead of the senior, Amy Perkins. Amy Perkins started most of last year. Started a little bit at the beginning of the season before being overtaken by Wendy Recker. Now Barb Derry comes in to run the offense. Almost throws it away going to Shriver.
Well, at this point in the season, the freshmen are almost sophomores now.
Ginny Newhart misses a shot, gets it right back and hits the shot and the foul.
Persistence.
Good work by Newhart to stay with it. Seamers picks up her first foul. Newhart's got 8. Stretches the lead to 20-11 here for IPFW.
This is the kind of three-point play the Lady Dons like to get, although they're not going to get it this time.
And steps called again on Giles. She might be too quick for her own good. Can't get the ball down.
Podgorski back in. And here comes Amy Perkins. Barb Derry sits down.
Barb Derry only in for a couple minutes. Didn't see her make any mistakes, but Kleinfelter goes with the senior Amy Perkins to run the offense. Newhart wants the ball again. She'll get it and miss her second shot. Only her second miss on the night. Lewis tries to work it around the perimeter. They've only taken 1 3-pointer so far. They're trying to go inside the same as IPFW. Almost thrown away. Giles picks it up. Back inside.
Another block.
Maybe a little tip block there by Ginny Newhart on Audra Ross.
Now we have a whistle.
We have a whistle. We don't know what's going on. The referee walked over to the
I'm wondering if it's about
table.
the shot clock because it was reset.
Shot clock may have been reset on the block. You're right with that.
So
there was no change of possession, and the ball did not hit the rim. Running the shot clock down now, but do they know they're running the time clock down as well?
That's a good point.
They ran 10 seconds off the shot clock, but also took 10 seconds off the game
now
clock.
They got it reset right.
Reset the game clock now, back to 10:09. Kleinfelter. Kleinfelter and Michael Lack both trying to get some subs into the game during the timeout, and they will. Edwards and Jones check back in for IPFW. Seamers and Richrath for Lewis. We got things straightened out now. 11 seconds on the shot clock for Lewis after the block by Ginny Newhart. So Seamers has set it up with 8 on the shot clock. Joy King, Richrath, 4 on the shot clock now. They had no clue how much time was left. King couldn't get the shot off. And the turnover, IPFW basketball.
When you have stoppage of play about the shot clock, I fail to understand why they didn't realize they only had 15 seconds to start with there.
May have been some of the coach's fault there, too. He should have known how much time was on the clock. Perkins inside to Edwards. Good foul fake. And there's a foul.
Their second, I believe.
It will be on Bonnie Richrath. Be the team's 6th foul, IPFW ball. They go back into Edwards. She'll fake the turnaround, throws it to Newhart. Newhart to take the turnaround and couldn't get it to go. In and out. But out of bounds off Lewis, IPFW ball again. Newhart hit her first 4 shots of the night. Now has missed her last 3, I believe. Can't get it to fall.
Stuck on 8 points. Lindy Jones has yet to score tonight. Okay, she scored now.
She proved you wrong right there. She heard you. She drove into the lane. She extends the IPFW lead to 11. Joy King, good baseline move. Another block by Newhart. Dressler went for the block and got called for it. Newhart's got 3 blocks tonight, I think. Pam Edwards with 1.
Dressler got her with the body, I believe, on that. Looked like all ball as far as the hands. That's Dawn's second foul. Kim Recker comes in as Jenny Newhart takes the rest.
Newhart with 8 points and 3 blocks, a couple rebounds. Playing pretty good so far tonight in the first half. Podgorski go to the line for 2. She's got 2 points.
She's a 35% free throw shooter.
Shows it on the first one. Kind of rushed that shot up there a little bit. A little more time on this one and got it to go.
It's her 3rd point.
Some more press put on here by Lewis. Perkins handles it with no problem. And IPFW looking to go inside again. The pass knocked away by Seamers. And could have got called for steps right there, and a late call. Really late call by the official.
Well, he alleged Richrath made the travel, but I think it was out.
Coach Mikulak didn't like that very much. I think he saw the travel, but it wasn't called when it happened, so he's upset. IPFW retains possession. 10-point lead. 8:45 left in the first half. Nice pass by Amy Perkins, and Recker couldn't get it to go. Kim Recker, that is, under the basket. Wide open underneath. Richrath came down with it.
She had to dribble that once. If she could have gone straight up, she might have gotten away before the defense collapsed on her.
Shot put up by Compton, no good. Knocked out of bounds. I think we might have a 3rd foul on Bonnie Richrath.
We do, and that's trouble for Lewis. Their leading scorer in early foul trouble with the depleted bench tonight.
And as a leading scorer, she's leading them right now in fouls and has as many fouls as points. She's only got 3 points so far in the first 12 minutes of the ball game. That'll put IPFW in the bonus as Don Dressler go to the line for a 1-on-1 situation. Dressler's got 4 points so far on the evening and gets her 5th. Dressler gets them both to go. A little elbowing going on underneath between Podgorski and Edwards. Seamers will fake the shot. Compton will take it and get it to 15-footer to go. Heather Compton, her first basket of the game. Perkins into Edwards, turnaround jumper, her signature shot, and she gets it to go. Pam Edwards likes that little turnaround fadeaway. Back down the court, Joy King with a quick basket, her first of the night. Pace picking up a little bit, 26-16, 10-point lead for IPFW still with 7:45 left in the first half. They go to Edwards again, knocked away, and it'll be IPFW ball. Good defense that time applied by Compton as she knocked away the pass.
Lewis had gone almost 4 minutes without scoring there before this last 2-bucket flurry. Perkins looks for Dressler.
Inbounds to Edwards. She'll take it right to the basket and get called for traveling. She put the head down. I think that hurt her a little bit. Tried to go in between 2 of them.
Tried to go where there wasn't any place to go.
Seamers looking inside. Doesn't have anything. Giles a drive and kick it out to Joy King. And can't get the basket. Rebound, Edwards. Good tip by Don Dressler. Couldn't get the rebound, but tipped it right to Edwards. And Perkins are bringing across.
Lindy Jones still looking to get on track tonight.
Nice move by Dressler. Got the foul. Couldn't get the basket to go.
Dawn with 6 points tonight. Looking for a couple more. 63% shooter from the line.
She made 1 of 2 last time. She misses her first this time. See if she can go 50%. 2 for 4 on the first half so far, and can't do it. Missed them both. Compton pushes it up, and Seamers lost it off the hands, out of bounds. IPFW basketball.
She may have seen Amy Perkins coming up and took her eye off the ball just for a second there.
Lewis being hampered by turnovers here in the first half. Dressler into Pam Edwards. She'll take it into the middle, put up the shot, no good. And Compton to bring down the board. Joy King threw a head fake. Dressler got a hand on it. Scramble on the floor, picked up by Giles. I think we got a foul before the shot.
Lindy Jones. Give Lewis credit tonight. You'd think with the shorthanded situation, you'd play a lot of zone and not try to press, but they're playing man-to-man and pressing all over the court tonight, trying to take time off the half-court offense of the Lady Dons.
Giles' first shot's up and no good. Jenny Newhart checks back in for Kim Recker. IPFW still leads by 10 with 6.5 left to go here in the first. Giles got the second for her 5th point of the night. 9-point lead. IPFW. Perkins are bringing across. Good defense applied by Seamers. Having trouble finding an outlet here. And got a 5-second call. Ross goes to Compton. She'll take it in the lane. Stripped by Dawn Dressler.
Lindy's going all the way.
Got hit in the face, it looked like. Couldn't get the shot to go. She'll go to the line for 2. Lots of fouls tonight by Lewis. Something they don't need.
That's 2 on
Seamers.
She's been their spark plug tonight. Jones gets her 3rd.
Michelle Conley a check in for Pam Edwards. Puts on the headgear there. Lewis ball down by 11. Giles into the lane. No call. Steal by Newhart. Could have got a jump ball, maybe a possible foul. But no call made. Perkins with a good move, but then got called for the carry. Shriver a check back in for Jones, and Rich Rath a check in for Joy King for Lewis.
I think Lewis might have to play zone this time if she's going to be in the game with 3 fouls.
Whoa. She immediately comes in, puts up the 17-foot jumper, and got it to go. Still only her 5th point of the game. Cuts the lead back to 9.
Nice pass.
Perkins dribbles out of traffic. Back into trouble, though. Newhart picks it up and got the basket. Off balance, bank shot went. Newhart leads all scorers with 10. Ross from 15, no good. Rebound, Newhart. Dressler inside to Conley. Pretty easy layup, and she got it.
Her first 2.
Giles will go all the way. Good defense by Newhart. And a jump ball called. Jenny used those long arms to reach around Giles and knock it away.
That gives the ball back to the Lady Dons.
Podgorski and King check back in for Lewis, as well as Wendy Recker for IPFW.
Dons on another run. Already had the lead out to 13 points.
Largest lead of the ball game, 13. Dressler in the paint. Nobody played defense on her. She got the basket.
Her 8th.
And Coach Mikulak not happy with what he's seeing, down 15 with 4:03 left in the first half. IBFW went on a little mini run there to stretch it from 9 to 15.
Say again.
Timeout, Lewis.
This college cable access sports presentation is underwritten in part by a grant from Cable Access Incorporated of Fort Wayne, Indiana. Jenny Newhart leads with 10 points so far this evening. Dawn Dressler's chipped in 8. Pam Edwards with 7. Lindy Jones having trouble getting on track tonight. She's had someone shadowing her the whole evening. She's thrown in a couple free throws and a bucket. Wendy Recker's got 3. Michelle Conley a bucket. The Flyers almost piling up more fouls than points. Their leading scorer, Bonnie Richrath, has 5 so far. And Julie Giles has 5. And then from their depleted roster, some players who haven't scored much during the season. Heather Podgorski's got 3. She scores an average of 4 points a game. And Nancy Seamers have her with 3 points, about her scoring average. And Richrath, the senior guard forward, also carrying 3 fouls, and she's in the ball game right now for the Lady Flyers.
Seamers will set up the offense as we're back to action. Try to get something going inside, and she throws it away. Good defense again by Newhart. She's having a good game so far tonight in the first half.
Been very aware of the ball and defense.
Dressler looking inside. Newhart's got position. They try to get the ball to her. Conley does. She misses the shot, gets her own rebound, goes back up, misses again.
Foul.
And I think Newhart did get called for the over the back.
She looks a little sheepish walking down court. She got caught going over the back.
She did. Team's 6th foul. Still not in danger of the bonus yet.
And Lindy Jones back in for Dawn Dressler.
Giles into the paint. Good dish off to Podgorski, and she missed it. Rebound Compton. Went straight up with it. Shriver gets called for the foul.
Shriver just stood straight and had her hand straight up in the air and still drew the foul. Her first.
Podgorski stops her streak of air balls. Got some rim on that one. Couldn't get it to go. Compton to go to the line for 2. Her 3rd point of the night. Compton got them both. 13-point lead for the Lady Dons. Lewis moves into a zone for the first time tonight. Trying to stop the inside dominance so far of the Lady Dons, Jenny Newhart and Pam Edwards.
Plus, they got to try to protect Richrath with her 3 fouls, although the zone results in a foul.
Podgorski picks up her 2nd. Ross comes right back in for her.
And Jenny Newhart going for her 11th and 12th points. A couple free throws here. 70% free throw shooter. After missing her first, she hits that one.
Jenny, not much for taking her time on free throws. She'll put it right up there. No dribbles. Missed the 2nd one. Tipped out of bounds by, looked
Shriver.
to me like Ross, but Shriver get called for it. Newhart to go out. Pam Edwards to check back in. Lewis ball, 2:57 here in the first half. Seamers on the baseline, looking, nothing's going there. Giles to try to drive. Compton from 18. She got it, had a foot on the three-point line. Could have got another point if she took a step back, but settles for two. And as we said before, Lewis shoots quite a bit of threes, but they've only put up one tonight.
There's the travel.
Wendy Recker had nowhere to go with it. So she thought she'd take some steps.
It's got to frustrate coaches if a player takes a shot from 19 feet out. You know, might as well just step back and make it worth something if you hit it.
Foot on the line. Rick Pitino wouldn't like that shot down there in Kentucky. I know that.
I've heard that guy in Bloomington get upset at that, too.
Compton to take a three. No good.
She's feeling it.
Tipped out of bounds off Edwards, I believe. Yeah, I think that guy down in Bloomington might get a little upset, too, if Pat Graham or Damon Bailey had a foot on the line. Conley got called for her second foul on the going for the rebound. Richrath to check back out. Joy King back into the game. Ross to go to the line to shoot one in the bonus, I believe. Kleinfelder tries to get some more subs in.
Schreiber and Conley seem to be used just as to give the starters a quick blow tonight so far. They've been in and out quickly.
Ross missed the first, and Edwards comes down with a big rebound. 12-point lead here. Under 2 minutes left in the first half. IPFW advantage. Dressler right back in Newhart. Knocked away by Ross. Good defense. Podgorski checks back in. She's got 2 fouls. She'll check in for Ross. And Newhart holding great position inside. They just can't get her the ball. Jones open from 18. She got it. Lindy Jones' 6th point of the game.
Could have had 7 if she'd moved 1 foot back. Flyers move that ball around.
They do move it around, look for a good shot. Seamers to take one from about 12 and miss. Dressler just throws it up. Recker with a nice tip pass to Jones, and she missed the layup.
She tried to draw the foul. Instead, she committed one on the rebound.
Good hustle to get back by Seamers. Lindy Jones picks up her 2nd foul. Good tip pass by Wendy Recker. Didn't have time to grab it, so she just kind of smacked it over to Lindy.
But as they say, they couldn't finish the break. Giles has 5 points, 3 of 5 from the line tonight. Nothing but net.
Shriver checks back in. She'll replace Jones.
Nothing but iron.
Newhart, another rebound for her. Under a minute here in the first half. Left 37-24, 13-point lead for the Lady Dons. Trying to go back inside. Shriver's got Dressler on the baseline. Recker taking 18-footer, no good. Good tip by Shriver, but the rebound pulled down by Seamers, and she'll go to Giles. Back to Seamers. Good fast break, and she got the layup. Good fast break that time by the Flyers. 25 seconds.
Lady Dons ought to look for the last shot here.
About a 2-second differential in the shot clock and the game clock. Go inside to Edwards. She'll go baseline, trying to put up the layup. Can't get it to go. Got a hand on the rebound. And it'll be IPFW basketball with 3 ticks of the clock left. I think they will go for the last shot here now. Dressler to Recker. Pump fake, the shot. No good. Wendy Recker put up the 15-footer, went in and out. And IPFW leads at halftime, 37-26. Not a bad first half for the Lady Dons. Jenny Newhart played very well in the first half. 3 blocks, 5 or 6 rebounds, and I believe she led all scorers with 11 points. Nice first half for the sophomore. Pam Edwards had 7 points in the first half. Lenny Jones with 6. Couldn't really get going in the scoring column. Had good defensive pressure put on her by Lewis. Lewis, again, with only 7 players, got in a little foul trouble with the leading scorer, Bonnie Richrath, had 3 fouls early. Only ended up with 5 points in the first half, averaging, I believe, around 17. Couldn't get it going. We're going to have some little girls playing ball for us at halftime here.
And we'll be back after our halftime feature.
Die Welt verändert sich sehr schnell.
Изменения здесь достигнут весь мир.
世界が変わるんなら我々もそれに合わせていろんな方法を考えなくてはいけません。
De plus en plus, nous deviendrons tous partie d'une communauté internationale.
Todo el mundo tendrá una oportunidad para formar parte de este cambio.
If there is a common language in the world today, that language would be change. Sometimes evident, sometimes hidden, it is nonetheless constant. And when viewed through the eyes of the world, this change can be wide, sweeping, immediate, and profound. Yet when viewed through a different set of eyes, through the eyes of a child, this change can be personal and at times bewildering. Consider a child from another land whose family has come to Indiana, brought by an international company or organization to America's heartland. For this child, a changing world is felt at a personal level, a level of new language, atmosphere, customs, and new friends. There are more and more children like this one throughout the communities of Indiana. And part of the promise of the years ahead is that there will be many more. The coming international era, it has been called an era in which local economies, institutions, and industries around the world merge and interrelate to an extent far greater than ever before. It will be an era when Indiana's place in the world may depend upon the ability to remain open to the world around us and adjust our ways of thinking and acting. Recently, a group of citizens from around the state, representing many walks of life, came together to form the International Issues Task Force. A group formed with the purpose of determining and enhancing Indiana's ability to thrive in an increasingly international environment and prepare recommendations for the future. In part, the task force considered issues related to the Indiana business community, but their scope extended much further. Because at the heart of all changes are people. And closest to people are basic human issues. Issues that directly affect our ability to work and participate in an increasingly international atmosphere. With this in mind, the task force identified 4 primary areas of investigation. An international school, international service organizations and communications, international transportation, and international education. Each topic was studied by a separate committee, with ongoing staff support and administration provided by the Indiana Humanities Council. The intent of each committee was to determine how to best prepare the people of Indiana to become more valuable and productive citizens of the world community. The International School Committee investigated the feasibility of establishing an international school in Indiana. A school which would serve the needs of Indiana children by creating the opportunity to learn in a unique, world-class educational environment. A school which would also serve the needs of the children of foreign business people, students, educators, researchers, and other visitors to Indiana. As the business of many Indiana companies becomes increasingly global, the need for an international school becomes ever greater. Because at the center of the needs of any family is the education of the children. Another task force committee investigated the statewide delivery of international services and information. Indiana is home to many different international service organizations. Yet a study commissioned by the Lilly Endowment revealed a need for these organizations to work more closely together. The task force committee investigated the needs of international employees and their families, foreign students, researchers, and the professional spouses of international executives to determine if services were readily available to international families. For example, foreign families often need special assistance in adapting to their new environment, obtaining driving licenses, learning where and how to meet American friends as well as other foreigners, and generally learning about a new culture. The committee also investigated ways to raise the consciousness of the people of Indiana by providing opportunities for exposure to international cultures through these service organizations. The committee then explored ways to best coordinate, fund, and deliver these needed services to international families as well as Indiana citizens. Central to Indiana's ability to be a vital part of a changing world is transportation. And a task force committee was formed to investigate the possibilities for increasing direct air transportation from Indianapolis International Airport to overseas cities and markets. Many Indiana companies, as well as international business people and visitors living in Indiana, currently need direct air service overseas. The committee not only studied this issue, it developed a strategy for pursuing greater levels of service. International transportation, an important way to more directly link Indiana with the world. The mission of the first 3 committees was investigating ways to make Indiana even more hospitable to foreign visitors, executives, employees, and families. The 4th committee investigated ways of preparing the youth of Indiana for the international era by studying the present educational system. The committee evaluated the teaching of world geography and culture, world history, foreign literature, and foreign language in an effort to assure that Indiana students are provided with the knowledge and the skills to succeed in the international era. In many ways, the intent of the task force has been to provide a cornerstone from which the state can begin to build and prepare for the future. A future that is rapidly approaching for businesses, for organizations, for families, and for all of us. It is up to us to shape our place in the international era by learning the language of the world, the language of change. The International Issues Task Force has provided an important first step for the people of Indiana, a step toward becoming citizens of the world and making countrymen of all humankind.
How can you find out when lightning may strike? And how do you count the fish in the sea? How can you tell if a child is growing normally, if baseball is getting better, or traffic is getting worse? How do you know about stock market trends, the risk of cholesterol, the history of witchcraft, or the future of spacecraft? With statistics, that's how. And how can you find out about statistics? With the new Statistics series, Against All Odds.
Children are the largest group of Americans living below the poverty line. They have to reach higher for what others take for granted. Health care, balanced meals, encouragement to learn. But with help early on, children in your community can gain the skills to get out from below the poverty line. It takes programs like Success by 6 and people like you to help them take the first step. Call to learn more. Change the world of a child, and you change the world.
Is a need in your own hometown. Please join your local chapter.
Steve Brailsford with Eric Agnew back at the halftime of the Lady Don game against the Lewis Flyers. The Lady Dons up by 11, 37-26. Leading scorer for the Lady Dons tonight so far is Jenny Newhard. She's got 11 points. She's also picked up 7 rebounds. Leading scorer for the Lewis Flyers is Julie Giles with 6 points. Their leading scorer for the season, Bonnie Richrath, 5 points and 3 fouls. There we see the breakdown of the scores for both teams. Dressler with 8, Pam Edwards with a strong 7 for the Lady Dons. And also Heather Compton threw in 6 points. She got those late in the first half. And Eric, looking at the halftime stats, a couple things jump out at you. First of all, Lady Dons shooting 48%, 15 for 31, while Lewis is only 8 for 25, 32%. Fortunately for Lewis, they got 10 of 14 from the free throw line. Lady Dons have taken 6 three-point shots, hit 1.
Don't know if I remember 6.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. Let's see what the stat sheet says. The stat sheet says no three-point field goal.
For either team. I remember maybe 2 or 3 for Lewis, and I don't remember any for IPFW. 1 for 7 for Lewis, 1 for 6 for IPFW.
And the other thing, looking at the stats, the Lady Dons slowly and methodically worked their way to a 22-11 lead with about 11 minutes left in the first half. And from that point on, they traded baskets with Lewis. And I'm sure that at the halftime, Coach Kleinfelder was addressing that situation. I don't pretend to know anything about coaching, but I'm sure that they can't be happy with a 15-15 draw in the second half of the first half. Lady Dons were in a position to really take total control of the ball game.
15-point lead at one time. The stats are pretty much even. The fouls and the minutes and turnovers. Turnovers 11 apiece. Rebounds. IPFW with a 4 rebound advantage. Not real much advantage there. Jenny Newhart leads the way with 7. She had a good first half, 7 rebounds, 11 points, 2 blocks, 2 steals.
Turnovers are even, 11 for each ball club, but a couple of those turnovers led directly to baskets for the Lady Dons, whereas most of the Lady Dons turnovers, I don't think, didn't result directly in a transition basket. So we were remarking in the first half, it seemed like the Lady Dons were in much better control in the turnover margin. But we'll see what each team's come up with. Once again, Lewis down to a 7-player roster tonight. We haven't been informed as to why a couple of the players didn't make the trip, but needless to say, the 7 who are here are the focus of tonight's ball game against the Lady Dons. And it'll be Lewis basketball to start the second half. Regular starting lineup for the Lady Dons.
And I believe the same starters for Lewis as we're back to action here in the second half. IPFW with an 11-point lead. Podgorski looking into Compton, throws it away. Lindy Jones with the steal.
A week ago, Lindy scored 33 points, one off her career best, and tonight she's only got 5. Whoops, make that 4. No, make it 6. Sorry.
She puts up the first shot of the second half. It's no good.
I was going to say make it 8. Oh, but she missed the shot.
Giles with a breakaway. She'll go to Seamers. Back to Giles.
Nice block. How they call it a travel.
Was a block by Jones. The ball never left her hands. Giles came back down with it. Got called for the travel.
If it was a block, though, they wouldn't have called the travel on that. I think Lady Don's got a break there.
Lewis back to the zone here in the second half. Pam Edwards, good move inside. She'll go up strong, maybe a little too strong. She threw the ball over the goal.
Looking for a little more glass on that shot, I think.
Seamers will try to set up the offense. Kleinfelter goes to kind of a matchup 2-3. Lady Don's moving around. And another steal by Jenny Newhart. And she almost took it the distance, but then threw it away. I believe Giles may have got a hand on it.
Let's see, what do they say? Get the ball in the hands of the guard in the break.
Jenny, the tallest player on the floor, I believe. She could have took it coast to coast. I think she wasn't thinking that. She was thinking pass. She may have had the layup. Lady Dons retain possession, though. Lindy Jones looking inside. She'll go all the way across the Dons wrestler. This time into Pam Edwards. Pam should have 2, but the ball knocked away. I think if she wouldn't have taken it down around her waist, she may have got 2, but she took the ball down where everybody get a hand on it. One rule taught by many coaches. Jones drives in the lane and gets her 8th point.
Another steal.
And Newhart with another steal.
Give it up.
Her 4th. She tries to give it up again, and Seamers gets another hand on it. Newhart with her 4th steal of the ball game.
Jenny, bring it across half court and stop.
She's trying to run the break Shaquille O'Neal style. The big center getting the steals.
But then she doesn't lead too many breaks.
Dawn Dressler had a foot on the line again, a mistake, but she missed it anyway. Lewis yet to score, I believe yet to get a shot off. Podgorski with the first shot and a block by Newhart. I'll give it to Newhart. She was there, her 3rd block of the game.
Who knows, the official score wasn't as generous as we were.
And Newhart inside. Seems only fitting. Newhart gets her 13th point of the game.
Whoa. Missed assignment there on the rebound.
Julie Giles.
It's her 8th point.
Lewis takes timeout, trailing by 13. Just 3 minutes into the second half. 41-28 lead for the Lady Dons.
Tune in to Channel 6 Saturday evening at 6 to watch the Lady Pumas from St. Joseph's College meet the IPFW Lady Dons. Then, of course, at 8, The men's team from St. Joe takes on the IPFW Mastodons, and you can catch all the action of IPFW basketball right here on Channel 6. Of course, coming up around 8 o'clock tonight, the men's team takes on the Lewis men's team, and we'll have it for you here on Channel 6. As we mentioned, the Lady Dons' biggest lead in the first half was 15. They're close to that now. I think Lewis wanted to take a timeout to batten down the defense.
Lewis not mounting much of a comeback, but won't let IPFW stretch his lead further than 13 or 15. IPFW could make this a runaway game, but Lewis just won't let them.
Same starters come back in the ball game for the Lady Dons.
And the press on again by Lewis. I don't think the coach liked what was happening when the press was off. IPFW seemed to be getting some layups. Wendy Recker would get another layup right here, but she missed it. Recker had a wide open lane. Maya got partially blocked. Giles from baseline, no good. And knocked off Newhard's hand, I guess, because it's Lewis University ball. Rich Rath yet to shoot here in the second half.
Foul on Dressler.
Quick foul that time called. Dressler's second. First foul of the second half. Almost 4 minutes in. Rich Rath for three. No good. Rebound Newhart. Two more rebounds, and Jenny will have a double-double going for the night. She's got 8 rebounds right now. Lindy tried to go to Jenny, just completely threw it over her head. Lindy Jones did. Another turnover.
Jenny kind of made a cut where Lindy was expecting a leap.
Podgorski forces a shot, blocked by Pam Edwards. Could be a career night for blocks for the Lady Dons tonight. Newhart with 3, Edwards with 2. Lady Dons working around. Jones to take the 17-footer, no good.
Whoop.
Dressler got a hand on it, but went right into the hands of Podgorski. Not much going here in the early stages for either team. Compton to get called for a travel.
Ross back in. I didn't see who sat down.
Audra Ross saw some action in the first half, had no points. Dressler in the corner. She'll drive baseline, kick it off her foot. Giles kicks it off her foot, and Lindy Jones picks it up.
A soccer match broke out.
Jones mishandles, picked up by Giles. She'll try to take the layup. Nice left, no good. Rebound by Newhart.
There's 9 boards. Lewis keeps switching defense, and now they're back in the man.
Trying to confuse Eileen Kleinfelter's squad. Pam Edwards underneath. Got the shot up. Foul on Audra Ross. That'll be her first, team's first foul of the second half.
See if we see some scoring now. Edwards has 7 points, 1 of 2 from the line tonight. Gets the roll.
Shriver checks back in for Lindy Jones, as well as Amy Perkins for Wendy Recker. Edwards will have another free one. Got them both to go this time. Pam Edwards with 9 points. And IPFW matches its largest lead at 15. Joy King, no good. Rebound, Dressler. Lady Dons with a chance to go up by 17 here. Maybe try to stretch this ball game out a little bit.
Perkins in.
Edwards, good move into the paint. Tried to dish it to Shriver, but threw it off her hands. Out of bounds, another turnover for Lady Dons. Newhart to check out as Michelle Conley checks back in. Puts on the headgear. All the players walking down the floor as Giles brought it up. Nobody knew they had it in bounds. Ross throws it away to Perkins. Perkins, little move into the paint. Lost the handle. Picked up by Compton. Rich Rath down to Ross and a steal by Edwards. Some sloppy play going on here in the second half by both teams. Shriver, 15-footer baseline, got it to go. Biggest lead of the night by the Lady Dons. 17-point advantage, 45-28, 13 and a half left in the game.
Timeout, Lewis.
Coach Michaelak not happy with what he's seeing from his Lady Flyers. Calls timeout.
And we'll be right back after these messages.
Information.
Team spirit is alive and well at IPFW. That's because IPFW has established itself as an athletic power, not only regionally, but nationally. With 11 major sports, IPFW offers talented student athletes great opportunities. Success and support of IPFW athletics comes solely from the fans, students, faculty, alumni, and the prestigious Royal Dons Club. The Royal Dons Athletic Club has over 500 members who financially support IPFW athletics, enabling the university to provide scholarships to deserving athletes. Members will receive one or all of the following: season passes to all sporting events, special seating, hospitality room, plus Royal Dons apparel and gifts. In May of '94, IPFW will host the men's collegiate Final Four volleyball championships. Royal Dons will be first in line to purchase preferred seating. Be a part of the winning tradition. Join the Royal Dons Club. We need your support. Call IPFW Athletics. Get into the team spirit.
Back at the Hilliard Gates Sports Center, IPFW with a 17-point lead. Lewis basketball. Lady Flyers trying to get something going here in the second half. Rich Rath from about 18 got it to go.
She had been pretty dormant, her 7th point.
Conley on the breakaway. Goes to Edwards, good baseline move. Took it up strong and got it to go. Pam Edwards, 11th point of the ball game. Good baseline move.
Took it up with authority.
Picked up the second foul on Heather Compton. Pam hit her last 2 from the stripe. Trying to get the three-point play. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Dressler.
Well, I think we're starting to see the effects of the small bench for Lewis tonight. They're just not quick to the ball now.
Edwards baseline again, missed it, but Michelle Conley got the rebound. Another foul on the Lady Flyers. See who this one's against. It'll be on Rich Rath. That's her 4th. Trouble for the Lady Flyers. Top scorer.
The goggles, or they should say the face mask, off for the free throw.
And they fall off as she tries to put up the shot. Kicks him to the floor.
I think she better pick him up on the second free throw.
Edwards picks him up, throws him off to the side. Conley not happy with the headgear. Mike Gale, the trainer, gives a chuckle. And Conley missed them both. I'm sure Conley might be able to see better, but might not be too wise to play without that headgear on with a broken nose. If she gets hit, even bumped, I would have to say, that'd probably hurt pretty bad.
Yeah.
Don't need anything else to happen to her her nose or eye. And she gets the ball right back. Nice left-hand layup for Conley's 4th point of the ball game.
Appear to have helped her vision.
Seamers with a quick shot, no good. Rebound Compton put back up, no good. And Conley and Edwards are fighting over the ball, and a jump ball called.
Lady Don ball.
It will be IPFW ball. Kim Recker a check back in. First time in the second half, she'll replace Pam Edwards. IPFW ball, largest lead of the ball game, 49-30, 19-point lead, 12 minutes left in the game. Perkins breaks the pressure and tries to set up an offense. Good pass into Conley, who had good position. She got hacked on the way up. Got to be careful about that face once again with no headgear on. Fouls the goals against Julie Giles, her 2nd, team's 4th. Conley a shoot 2, her first trip to the free throw line. Our correction, she has missed 2 at the line when she threw her headgear off. She's 0 for 3. Conley goes 0 for 4 from the line. IPFW retains the 19-point lead. Giles looking for 3, I thought. No. She'll drive into the lane and kick it away, but Seamers retains possession. As Lewis will work it around. 10 on the shot clock. Compton baseline. Kick it back out. Joy King with 4 on the shot clock. Can't get it to go. We'll have a foul on the rebound. A push, it looks like. Looks like it'll go against Lewis. On 21, Giles, her 3rd foul. 2 quick ones for Julie Giles, gives her 3. Bonnie Richrath already in trouble with 4. Not a good sign for the Lady Flyers. Stripped by Giles. Good defense that time on Perkins. Giles will get it baseline. Compton in the middle of Giles. Dressler went for the block. Got called for the foul.
Almost half the second half. The Lady Dons outscored the Lady Flyers 12 to 4.
Dawn Dressler picks up her 3rd, the only Lady Don with any foul trouble right now. Giles will go to the line. She's got 8 points. Gets point number 9. Short on the second. Compton got inside Conley for the rebound. She missed it. And Dressler pulls down the board. Conley now with the headgear on once again. Wise decision, I believe, to put that back on. Perkins tried to whip a pass into her. Don't know if the headgear affected the vision, but Conley didn't see it coming at all. It went right out of bounds.
About it. Dressler takes a rest. Lindy Jones back in.
I don't know if it was the headgear or the quick pass by Perkins, but it went right out of bounds. Giles for the shot. No good. Rebound by Kim Recker.
There's nothing happening offensively for Lewis tonight, especially in this half.
Conley would take the 18-footer, come up. Ooh, thought she came up short, but got the roll. Then again, another shot with a foot on the line. That stat at halftime may have been shots taken with foot on line instead of 3-point baskets.
Lead up to 20 now.
Lady Dons keep trying to stretch the lead out. Jones for 3. She got it. First 3 of the night. Lindy Jones.
It's 11 for her. Now she's finally a little untracked.
Jones trying to pick up some of the scoring with Newhart and Edwards out of the game. 23-point advantage for the Lady Dons. Joy King. She got the 17-footer. Her 4th point. And comes back and tries to get the steal. Good hustle. Knocked out of bounds. IPFW basketball, and Coach Kleinfelter will take a timeout. 9:36 left in the ball game. IPFW with a 21-point lead, 54-33.
We'll be right back.
There's nothing more frustrating than trying to find your way out of a dead-end job. That's why more and more career-minded people are discovering Ivy Tech. At Ivy Tech, you can get the skills and training you need to get a good-paying job in a variety of fields, like healthcare and technology, business, and industry.
Are you through with that paper?
Sure. Looking for a good-paying career? Call Ivy Tech today. It's more than just a piece of paper. Ivy Tech, it's what you need to grow.
Back at the Gate Sports Center.
Lady Dons in front by 21 points. Coach Kleinfelder wanted to talk a few things over at the 9.5-minute mark as the
got some more subs in there as well.
And the Flyers going full court again.
For the first time, Tara Missoula checks in the ball game, the freshman. 6'1" freshman. She'll check in with a 20-point lead. Seamers knocked the inbounds pass away. IPFW throw it back inbounds. Shriver having trouble. Got it into Lenny Jones.
Woof.
Could have got called for a travel, but got it off to Perkins. She'll take it in, give it right to Missoula, and she missed the first layup. Richrath picked up the loose ball and got fouled. She'll go to the line. Mazzullo picks up the foul. Only the third of the second half for the Lady Dons.
Richrath, 7 points tonight. Make it 8. She normally scores at a 17.2 clip a ball game. 81% free throw shooter.
I think she's hit on all her free throw attempts. Maybe missed one tonight. IPFW breaks the pressure, but then Perkins kicked it off her leg. King picks it up. Seamers. Giles will drive into the lane. Podgorski will take the shot and get it to go.
Remember, Kentucky came back from a 30-point deficit a few weeks ago.
Lewis trying to come back from 24-point deficit. Only down 17 now. Jones into Mazzullo. Good spin move. May get called for some steps, and she does. Another turnover by the Lady Dons. I think Kleinfelter will look at the stats after tonight's game and see some good defensive play and good rebounds, but a lot of turnovers.
Yeah, the offense hasn't been especially sharp, except in a few spurts of action.
Barb Derry back in the ball game for the Lady Dons, replacing Amy Perkins. Jones goes for the steal and gets it. She's on her fast break. She'll take it by herself. Richrath has 4 fouls, so can't play much D, and Lindy Jones picks up her 13th point of the game.
Best she could do there was just wave if she wanted to stay in the ball game.
Back to a 19-point lead for the Lady Dons. Just about 8 minutes left here in the ball game. Joy King with a nice shot in the lane. She hits it. 6 for King. Coming off the bench.
Hits her season average.
Jones a drive again, whip it to Mazzullo, and she'll get called for another travel. Compton and Ross check back in for Lewis. Seamers and Podgorski check out. Podgorski, excuse me. Giles will bring it up. And King will take another shot. Thought she had the hot hand, couldn't get it to go. Compton with a rebound, no good. Dressler pulls it down. I think Dressler wanted to foul on that rebound, not real happy with it. Kim Recker in the paint, she'll take it up strong, got the foul. That'll be Ross's second.
Recker looking for her first points of the evening. The senior scoring 4.3 a ball game. A couple of free throws coming here. She's 50% shooter on the year. Nails the first one.
Recker got them both to go. Wendy Recker a check in for Lindy Jones, as well as Podgorski for Ross. Giles will bring it across. Lewis trying to get something going here, down 19. Almost threw it away. Compton a drive, wild shot, stripped by Barb Derry. And stripped right back by Compton. Giles goes the other way. Nice left hand, can't get the layup, and the over the back. I believe that'll be Rich Rath's fifth right there. She's gone.
I think Lewis coach wanted a foul because I think Barb Derry got Giles as she went up for her layup.
He called the foul on 21. I think that's the wrong number. Wrong number. Lewis was happy then. I think he's correcting it now. No, they're not.
It's free throw time.
I thought the foul had to be on Rich Rath, the over the back. So did Rich Rath. She was ready to go out of the game.
She was heading for her seat.
The Lewis coach wasn't too happy, but the refs called it on 21. Julie Giles, it's her fourth. Barb Derry will go to line for the bonus. Her first points of the game. Lewis coach probably pretty happy with that foul call then if it wasn't on Rich Rath.
But he's still unhappy that Giles got fouled on her drive and she winds up getting a foul.
Derry missed a second. She knew it, tried to get in there, and Mazzullo, in only 3 or 4 minutes of play, picks up her second foul. Lady Don's fourth. Giles checks right back in for Joy King. Lady Dons with a 20-point lead. Just under 7 minutes to go in the game. Knocked away by Derry. Picked back up by Compton. Giles into the lane. Can't get the ball to go. Mazzullo with a big rebound. Knocked away and stolen by Giles, and a foul on Barb Derry.
This time Giles gets the, well, they don't go for free throws yet, but she gets the good call that time. Lady Don stuck in the 50-point range. However, they still lead by 20 with 6.5 to go.
Rich Rath can't get the ball to go, not having a good shooting night.
He can't buy one.
Nice pass inside by Recker. Mazzullo couldn't handle it, but I think she got fouled. Foul went against Seamers, her third. All the Lady Flyers get into a little foul trouble now. Mazzullo will go to the line again for the bonus. She misses the first. Stolen from behind, putting it for another foul. Barb Derry got the call on the reach in there. Have a little foul fest going on, I'd have to say. About the last 5 or 6 minutes.
It seemed like an hour.
We've accumulated 13 fouls. Rich Rath again from the baseline, can't get it to go. Rebound, Wendy Recker.
She was long the last shot, short this shot.
She'll go coast to coast, it looks like, and get the banker. Wendy Recker's 5th point of the ball game. 6 minutes left, 22-point lead for the Lady Dons. Compton clear lane to the hoop. Got it.
Nice drive. Her 8th point. Little matador defense on the part of the Lady Dons there.
No communication.
But at this point, Coach Kleinfelder has a chance to play some different combinations out there. Look at some people, develop them for next season as this season winds down.
Dressler, quick turnaround. Nice basket by Dawn Dressler.
She gets 10.
Fourth player in double figures for the Lady Dons. Compton left wide open and can't hit it. Missoula with another board, got
there
fouled.
Goes Giles.
And Giles is out. And with 5 minutes, we lose our first player. Julie Giles, a foul out. 9 points. 9 points for the senior point guard.
And she took a blow on that foul, too.
Takes Lewis down to 6 players. And Richrath on the floor right now with 4.
Waiting for the substitution here.
Coach Mikulak talking to Joy King, getting ready to check in. Taking all his time allotted for the substitution on a fouled out player. Giles not happy. Missoula will go to line again. I think she's 0 for 2 so far. Makes it a perfect 0 for 3. All front ends of 1 and 1, I believe. I'd say right now, if I was Lewis's coach, I'd be putting up some of those three-pointers. We're shooting 41% from there, from the three-point line. And the steal by Barb Derry, she'll take it all the way with no problem.
3 for Derry.
Some freshmen getting some valuable minutes right now. 3 freshmen on the floor with 2 seniors. And knocked away again by Dawn Dressler, but it'll go back to Lewis.
3 more subs for the Lady Dons. Dottie Porch in the ball game.
As well as Lori Reinhardt, 2 new freshman faces see the floor for the first time. They'll probably see it for the last 4:38.
And Amy Perkins also back in the game.
Lewis, not too apt to put up a quick shot here. They seem to be taking their time working the ball around still. Down 24. Richrath with a shot. Could have got called for a foul there on the rebound. Having a tough night is Richrath. Perkins has set it up. Lori Reinhardt in the wrecker. Dottie Porch, good athlete. Looking inside. Porch been camping in the lane for a while, and Perkins threw it away. Tipped away by Porch. Perkins wasn't awake. Seamers back to Richrath, and she gets one to go. Thank God for the layup.
She was looking pretty frustrated out there. She gets her 11th point.
And it's been a tough 11. She averages 17. Been a tough struggling 11 points for Bonnie Richrath. Wrecker open from 14. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Amy Perkins, the point guard. Tried to whip a pass in there, but got grabbed by, I believe, Podgorski. Her 3rd foul. 22-point lead for the Lady Dons. Audra Ross back up off the bench for the Lady Flyers. She'll replace Richrath. Give her a little rest. Might see her again in the last 3.5. Perkins gets the first, her first point of the game. Just about everybody who's played tonight scored except 2 players right now, the freshmen Reinhardt and Porch, who just checked in. Perkins gets both her free throws. 3.5 left. We might get some scoring from Porch and Reinhardt, hopefully. Give the freshman a little lift. Seamers drives baseline. Big block by Dottie Porch.
In your face.
And Dottie hears it from her IPFW supporters and from the bench. Shot put up by Seamers, rebounded by Ross. And she'll get a basket and a foul. Ross with her first points of the night. And the foul will go against Dottie Porch. She got the big block. Went back for another one. Got a little excited on the first one. As
that was a great block.
The bench cheered her up down there. Ross short on the free throw. Rebound, Joy King. Ross to take another free throw. Can't get it to go either.
Oh, Podgorski threw a hip there at Dottie Porch as she came down with the rebound.
I don't think you're going to out-rebound Dottie Porch. She goes about 6 foot. Probably has the best vertical on the team. Pretty good athlete. Perkins a drive, dish to Porch. Good pass, but stolen away. Picked up by Barb Derry. Some more sloppy play. She'll miss the shot. Joy King with the rebound. 2-on-1 fast break. Seamers can't get it to go. Rebound by little Amy Perkins. Knocked away. King with the run of the rebound. Or, excuse me, steal, and she'll get the basket.
8 for King.
Rather hectic play going on right now.
I'm tired just watching it.
I don't know if I'm tired of watching them or just plain tired of the game. I don't know. They're just wearing me out in a couple different ways. Perkins tries to go into record.
Podgorski's fourth.
Pick up her fourth. They're going to try to foul out as many people as they can tonight.
Well, the pattern of the first half has kind of repeated itself. The Lady Dons moved out to that 19-20 point lead, and then they've just stayed there kind of trading baskets. I realize the game is out of reach for Lewis and coaches working in some different combinations, but they just can't seem to put the final nail in the coffin, so to speak.
Richrath checked back in for the Lady Flyers, trying to get a little more scoring. Joy King will go baseline and put up the shot. Miss it. Barb Derry comes down with the rebound. Perkins has set it up. We're under 2 minutes in the ball game. Barb Derry from about 14 almost shot an air ball. She got her own rebound though. Tries to go up again. A foul. No, jump ball. And it'll be Lewis ball. Well, Steve, if I had to say it right now, there's not going to be an interview, but I'd have to give the Danny Don player of the game to Jenny Newhart.
I agree.
She came out and played really hard in the first half. I think she ended up with 13 points, 9 or 10 rebounds. Had her for 4 steals and about 3 or 4 blocks. Just played a whale of a game on the defensive end.
The only thing she needs to work on is her fast break.
I think the ball handling could use, maybe not the ball handling as much as the passing. Her peripheral vision kind of affected her tonight, trying to get some assists.
She needs to give it up and just fill a lane and let the guards take it up the middle.
She was trying to up that assist average. Not too many for Jenny this year, but I have to give her my Danny Don player of the game at this point. Pam Edwards played very well. Don Dressler and Lindy Jones, all the players in double figures tonight.
Tune in Friday evening at 8 to see NCAA volleyball action as the 49ers from Long Beach State University take on the IPFW Volleydons. You can catch all the action of IPFW volleyball right here on Channel 6. That's Friday, March 25th.
IPFW Volleydons leave tomorrow at 6 in the morning. Flying out to California to play some matches out there. I think they might play UCLA again or Santa Barbara. A couple of the Volleydons here tonight. Mike Termelin, Lloyd Ball, Felipe Relat sitting over there in the student section. A couple All-Americans in Ball and Relat. Going to go to California and try to make up for a loss they suffered in the MIVAs to Ball State. First time in about 12 or 13 matches against Ball State, IPFW suffered a loss. Reinhardt inbounds as we're back to action. About 1:20 left in the ball game. Into Mazzullo, trying to get her in the scoring column still. Joy King had come away with it. Seamers have put up the 15-footer and get it. Seamers has 7. Balanced scoring for Lewis tonight, just not much of it. Players around 7-8 points. Bonnie Richrath led with 11.
That was a tough 11 points.
And she may have just picked up, no, foul going against Nancy Seamers, her 4th. Yeah, it was a very tough 11. I don't know what she shot in the first half. Only 2 for 5 in the first half.
Not much better in the second half.
She did struggle tonight. Had a couple of layups to get her 11 points. Struggled a lot. 6 below her average. Barb Derry hits her first free throw. That'll give her 4 for the game right now. She misses the second. Zulo went for the rebound, and Reinhardt comes up with it. And Darius set it up. Perkins still looking inside to Mazzullo. Porch, you get it.
Position.
Perkins a drive, throw up a layup, and got fouled.
Yeah, we lost somebody there. I think Podgorski got her 5th on that one.
It is Podgorski. She'll check out. 33 seconds. Compton and check back in. The only player left on the bench eligible to play right now.
So Rich Rath better be careful.
With only 33 seconds, if Rich Rath gets a foul, we could end the game with 4. Wouldn't affect the outcome any. Down 19 right now. Perkins could stretch it to 21 again, but Rich Rath, I'm sure she doesn't want to foul out. Perkins misses her first, excuse me. 2 for 3 on the night from the free throw line. Got the second to go. She's got 3. Lewis will bring it across for probably one more chance at a basket here. They'll go down. Ross may have got fouled. Seamers will put up the 16-footer. No good. Compton with the rebound. She'll drive, put up the shot on Reinhardt, and got it. Compton with her 10th point of the game. A steal by Seamers. Throws it off the foot of Barb Derry. Joy White picks it up. Joy King. 5 seconds on the clock. Compton to take one last shot. Air ball, and Missoula will come down with the rebound, and that's the ball game. Lady Dons 69. Lady Flyers 51. Nice ball game tonight for Coach Kleinfelter's squad, who improves to 16-10, 9-8 in GLVC action. Once again, I think Steve and I are in agreement on the day 9 player of the game, Jenny Newhart.
Fine game, especially in the first half when the game was really won, and the second half they just kind of played out the string. Jenny with 13 points. Lindsey Jones, a late surge, also with 13 points tonight. Dawn Dressler 10. Wendy Recker picked up 5. Michelle Conley 6. Pam Edwards had a strong 11 points tonight. Amy Perkins with 3. Barb Derry with 4. Teresa Shriver with a couple points, and most everybody got in the ball game. As we mentioned, Bonnie Richrath, the leading scorer, with the struggle tonight. She only was able to come up with 11 points, and about 7 of those came way after the game was decided. Julie Giles 9. Joy King threw an 8. Heather Compton 10 points for the Lady Flyers, and Nancy Seamers 6, and a lot of hard work on defense and moving the ball around for the Lady Flyers. As we mentioned, they came in tonight only 7 players dressed, and they were pretty much outmanned, and the Lady Dons' inside strength and abilities made the day for the Lady Dons, and they get the ball game and the victory tonight.
And we'll be back after some messages.
Tom Laverdetta's book on electrical engineering technology is required reading at dozens of universities in America and abroad. At IPFW, students learn from the expert who wrote the book. Being a successful scholar and teacher isn't unusual at IPFW. To find out for yourself, you could check out the faculty's books. Even better, check out their classes. Call admissions today to learn how you can become a student at IPFW, where experts teach.
For over 2 millennia, Western society has generated a rich visual tradition of painting, sculpture, and architecture. What do these images mean? How can we understand them? Art of the Western World will take you on an exciting journey that will suggest answers to these and other questions. Beginning in ancient Greece and ending on the brink of the future, it will examine many of mankind's most enduring artistic achievements.
Vince, that new dummy cam is great.
Yeah, it'll sure give people a whole new outlook on what it's like when you don't wear a safety belt.
I think they'll get the picture.
You could learn a lot from a dummy.
Without engineering, I wouldn't be involved in the toy industry. Richard Nielsen, it's even though you're engineering either.
Final stats briefly. The Lady Flyers, who shot horrible in the first half, 32%, wound up shooting only 29 or 30% for the game. hitting only 28% in the second half. The Lady Dons shot 50% for the ball game. Pretty much a dominating effort. Once again, the leading scorers were Jenny Newhart and Lindy Jones. They each came away with 13 points tonight. 69-51, the Lady Dons a winner. The men's game coming up in a little bit. This is Steve Brailsford along with Eric Agnew. We at IPFW are pleased to be able to bring you cablecast of NCAA athletic competition. We hope you've enjoyed the show and the excitement of intercollegiate sports from IPFW. To provide such programs, we need your support. With the help of many volunteers, we are able to produce these programs at a relatively low cost. Your contribution will help defray the production costs not covered by the Channel 6 budget. The College Cable Access Center invites you to invest in quality college programming by sending your contribution to Channel 6 at IPFW, 2101 Coliseum Boulevard East, Fort Wayne, Indiana, 46805. And we'd like to take this time to thank the Channel 6 volunteer crew and the Learning Resource Center at IPFW for their contributions to the live production of our games tonight. This telecast of IPFW Sports is copyrighted and the sole property of the College Cable Access Center and IPFW. Unauthorized duplication, exhibition, retransmission, rebroadcast, or other use of this event without express written consent is strictly prohibited. Don't forget to tune in to Channel 6 Saturday, March 5th at 6 o'clock to see the St. Joseph College Lady Pumas take on the IPFW Lady Dons. And then at 8, the men's teams compete. And, of course, the men's game coming up later this evening after we sign off here.
This College Cable Access Sports presentation is underwritten in part by a grant from Cable Access Incorporated of Fort Wayne, Indiana. For Steve Brailsford, I'm Eric Agnew. Goodbye, and stay tuned for the men's game soon to come.